Zero Kill Gamer here, back again with another video, and we're basically going over, oh, I don't know, there's over 200 characters in this game, and who's got the highest damage, who's got the highest health, and it all depends on the kits and stuff like that, and who you got built up with synergy and stuff like that. So we'll look at the stat table and check out how many of these damn characters are actually on the top 10. Maybe one or two shouldn't be there, but basically Scopely doesn't know what to do with balancing, so I don't know. Let's check it out. Now, the stat table itself is already doing some things in terms of health, so let's talk about health. Health without any of the ISOs, without any of those bonuses, and they're maxed out to G17 or G16, whichever one you want to try to, but here, looking at just straight stats, in terms of health, this is ridiculous. The one that has the highest stat for health in the game is Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster is ridiculously huge amount of health. Plus, he gets the extra barrier, so it's not that, you know, it's not convoluted to think that he wouldn't be maxed out right there. Next one's MILF. Morgan Le Fay. I mean, come on, she's the first Horseman that came out, the first big Scourge character that came out. So her having high health is a definite plus. Plus she gets barrier from her team, so it does make her a little bit more formidable along the way. She's got a decent amount of armor, and she's got massive resist in this game. So it's safe to bet that she could resist a lot of things, especially when she's built up, but that's the second highest health around here. The third one is Zim. I just don't get why he is outrageously of max health. You don't really want to build this character up really high because he does have a lot of focus with his kit, and he can actually ability block a lot of the G17 characters out there, so there's no reason to build him up. And the bigger part is you want him to die. If you do got Ghost Rider on your side, oh my god, it is amazing because hey, he's gonna die over and over again. If you got a really tweaked out Ghost Rider's passive snapping off every time one of your allies dies. So beautifully great. Let Greg die. Let Zim die a lot. I get so used to Greg. Next one's Rogue. Rogue has a buttload of health. Obviously another Horseman, and she's ridiculously fast and durable. She gets health on turn. She's getting a lot of positive effects off her special, so I could see why her health is pretty damn big. Mr. Positive, Mr. Negative, I mean, positively got a buttload of health. This is ridiculous, and he's got a buttload of damage too to go behind it, so he is now one of the free characters you get besides, you know, Hulk and Wolverine. Like, that was great. But Mr. Negative, now, if you did buy him, I don't know if they refunded you on it, but now you can go ahead and get him to 7 stars over a course of time, collecting them every day out of the web store. So, not a bad character to go with. Supremely a pain in the butt in war, and he's got a buttload of health if you max him out. Omega Red, Captain Carter, Dormammu, Tatiana, Abomination, holy crap. And if you still want to bring in another big character right there, Braun. Now, Tatiana has not come out yet, but she does have a buttload of health. So, maxing her out, getting her to that point, we have no idea how her kit's going to work alongside Ultron and the rest of Masters of Evil, but we can go ahead and say, hey, she's got a buttload of health and a buttload of damage, which means she's going to be able to take a lot and damage a lot as well. So, make sure you're trying to see if you can get this character, because Crucible is an important part of the game. You want to get as much points as you can to try to move up and get as more resources before Apocalypse comes along. Yeah, those others there, Captain Carter, she just came out. She is a big character in raids, but I don't see a lot of viability outside it. But then again, if you do tag her along with the Rebirth team outside of raids, they do have some synergy, but it's just like, wow, I wish it would be all allies for a lot of her kit instead of just Rebirth allies. Omega Red, still a force to be reckoned with, especially in war, supremely fast, and giving off that trauma off his ultimate is ridiculous. Dormammu, Abomination, Braun, beautiful characters. Dormammu is still relevant in this game, even though CC right now has the Age of X tag going along and removing that revive once. Dormammu is still a powerful character in terms of health. He can still take a lot of damage, and he can still give a lot of damage as well. Abomination and Brawn, they're basically on the Gamma side. You definitely want the Gamma team built up because they are tremendously good in war. And the higher they are, the more of a pain they are in that game mode. Overall, I would say probably build all 10 of these characters except for Zim. Just make sure you build him up enough to get his T4s on him, and that will probably be best for Zim. Everyone else is probably better off just maxing out as much as you can. There's a couple basics here and there, or a couple T4s you don't really need to put on, but I would focus on those 10 characters because they will get you around all over the place. They're used in a variety of game modes. It's not like one is not being used somewhere that they shouldn't be, but they're there. In terms of health, these characters got some beautifully big, massive health stats on that side. But when you tag in ISO 8, depending on which one you're doing, skirmisher, raider, or striker, the health fluctuates a bit. And so does their focus, so does their damage. So you might want to look into that, see what the best actual ISO is for these characters, and then put that on them and see how much more health comes along in there. The only other character I gotta say that's probably a little bit that you don't notice because it's based off of kits is Hela. Hela's health, she's only got close to 1,000,000, but she gets 15% extra health along with her kit, and then she gets 50% from Zim if they're together, and you want Hela and Zim together, so that is huge. So she gets another 500 grand in health. That is crazy. She is ridiculous now. So Hela is another character you want to build out. If you hadn't already, or if you've just been kind of just slowly waiting, go for Hela. I know she's got Greg, and Eternals are a decent counter, but now that her stats are built up, definitely one of those characters you got to beef up. But if you like this content, if you like what I'm putting out here, just giving information out there, just kind of putting stuff out there, hit the like and subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel below. And if you don't like this video, just you know what, double up on the like part. Dislike this video, click that button twice, and you'll feel better about it in the morning. But for the next video, deuces.